We really have a saying in our beingness, in our living, in our style. And this is also something I love to support people to understand. We are not just worthless, and we do not have to ask always for permission, always for guidance. We create our guidance, and we're here also for other beings.
I'm Suzanne Paul. It's 4:30, which means it's time to go live on a Tuesday. And here I am with my friend Meilin Ehlke, all the way from Germany today.
Yes, hello.
How are you, Meilin? Looking great in your flowery shirt.
I don't know. A person came into my life and he makes me glow. It's not like it's a romantic thing, but his energy and our conversation and his desire and intention to fully be there in present for me. Look what it done. I think I must have lost a few wrinkles as well.
You do look very glowing. There you go. That's what meeting somebody that is who twin flame, soulmate, like who knows, but just somebody that's like lights your fire in whatever way that is. It makes you feel better. I get it.
It feels fun. If we meet people that are here, that we know we're here for each other, and they can be from around the world, from other cultures, different genders, doesn't matter. We had that too, Suzanne. We met and we knew like we could speak about anything. There was no sense of censorship or restriction, right? And you just know that. And when you, or when I then say, okay, this is so wonderful. I can be me. I can be who I am. I can show fully me. Boom. That is like.
Wow, that's amazing, Meilin. Like that experience of being authentic and able to be fully yourself, that which you're, and you know that is beautiful. But you know, and I really get that because since we've met and had conversations, like that is the experience of being in conversation with you. But it also, it's not about the other person. That is about you being connected to who you are and grounded in who you are and feeling connected and safe, and then that in my experience that radiates out. And so just to create for everybody, so you all know, Meilin and I are just having a conversation today. We have no agenda. We're just gonna riff it and see where it goes. And I think, yeah. Like,
I love that. I love to live in the moment because we can't fathom what comes. I love to let myself be surprised, and Suzanne, you are the same way. Bring it on, or let's walk out of the door and see what happens. Who do I meet? What do I see? What do I hear? What do I smell?
Exactly. And a friend of mine was sharing with me earlier this morning that she's having a new experience of life, and now she sees color differently, and she sees the people that she's meeting differently, and she has and nature looks different, like it's more alive and vibrant. And it's great, right? Because we're just coming to the end of February and spring is starting to show itself and in the earth, with the leaves on the trees and the flowers starting to bud. And I don't know about Germany. In the UK, we're finally hearing that maybe we'll be coming out of lockdown, we hope, soon. It's been a year of hibernation, and when, you know, and it's just like there is this experience of a quality that you can hear and see when you're just being present. That's what I can hear in what you're saying. So yes, say a little bit more about that. Like,
so there's another sector or factor that is happening right now.
Oh, go on.
The nature is really changing. So it's, as our perception opens up more, we become more aware of ourselves and our surrounding. also nature is changing. We're all going into a stronger vibration. The sun angles are a little different. There's things are speeding up, right? Growth, movement. There's more and more movement because we feel more free, movable, freer. The light, you know, you will notice it if you look maybe now when the sun sets, there's a different vibrancy and brilliancy. There's such more sparkle. The sky has changed, and it started changing already last spring, and it gets more and more intense. So this is a cosmic switch, an earth up. It's like a software update. So, but an update, you know, sometimes the software just does minute fixing some bugs, but sometimes it comes with a whole new look, and we're now in a whole new look phase.
And is that, so let me, if I might, is that because we had the whole solstice in December, there was the intersection of the planets and we entered the age of Aquarius. Is that what that is? Or tell me more about that.
That is part of it, but it's even larger. So this is for me too restrictive. So I like to go out even further. So this is, yes, in our solar system, it does influence us. But we go beyond this. All our solar system, our galaxies is the material world, but all of this gets created in the non-material world. That's where we get our intent from. This is what we bring to and materialize here, each of us, each single being.
Wow. And so tell me more about this non-material world and the intent. This is fascinating. So, yeah.
Oh, the non-material world. Oh, you're in England. It's really easy. So you have an ancient symbol of the Druids, which are two circles overlapping.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, yes.
And then I think even the more ancient ones, they have like an arrow shooting right through the middle. If you look at Avalon or those areas.
Okay.
Right. So we always are riding on the line of intent and always moving. We're always moving. Everything is always moving. And so this one circle represents the material world.
Yeah.
The other circle is the non-material world. So anything in the material is us, the nature, plants, the water, the skies, right? Other light beings, other star nations. And then on the non-material world is where everything is being created, is where our workroom, our hardware. Yeah, that is where we create everything, and we're becoming more in tune of what we are able to create in this non-material. And then it's overlapped. And when you work together and bring these two together and take and go and get and bring, or you bring and then go back and see what can be improved, and you see that you have a say in it, and you're important in this creation process. We're not just a human being. There's a reason why we're here. We're very much we are a creative person that constantly creates a thought, and that is then that arrow, right? So the thought for me is really my intent, where I created something and I shoot it out, an intention, and then it gets created in the material world. It's like Gandalf or, you know, Harry Potter shooting his wand to the thought, and what comes out on the other side is being created. Yeah, so we really have a saying in our beingness, in our living, in our style. And this is also something I love to support people to understand. We are not just worthless, and we do not have to ask always for permission, always for guidance. We create our guidance, and we're here also for other beings.
Wow, there is so much in what you've just said, Meilin, that wow, I don't even know where to start, because like that is like, it's huge. And just a quick reminder, everybody, we will be here at 11:30 on Friday, and Meilin is going to be with me next week, so don't worry, this is not a one-hit wonder. This is a continuing conversation, but as you know, we keep it short and sweet when I interview people. So we've only got about 5 or so minutes left, but
Okay.
I'm just, what you said, like the kind of, it's a combination of spiritual and just tell us.
I know what you're getting. I think our word spiritual creates more problems than anything else. I'm starting to think just in recent months to even eradicate that word.
Oh, tell us about that.
Because it's our natural state.
It's our natural state. And what do you hear when people describe?
Spiritual creates, like religion for me, too many rules.
So it's like a total.
Also, it separates us from each other. You're spiritual or non-spiritual. No, we're all spiritual beings. Right? But the understanding of the word is separated. So where it comes from, we have to see where anciently, long time ago, spiritual meant oneness, being understood, being connected, aware of everything. But how we interpret now, or what it makes us feel and sense with inside, it's you be or not be it. It separates us. Like many other things try to separate us from our own knowledge, to believe in our own knowledge and to act on our own knowledge, to have sex on our own knowledge. Just see that image. It's very, right? Boom, even there, the energy goes through a body. We decide and we can create with that energy, the most powerful that there is.
That's right. That's right. I'm gonna ask you to pause there, because I just think like this is a conversation that we're going to take into Friday.
Okay.
Because there's just a lot to say, and I don't want to get us into a position where we have to stop mid flow. So I think like right now, and so what's the way that some of the people watching this, some of my like friends and like people that are interested, what's the best way for them to get in touch with you?
Oh, they see my name probably now. I don't know, Zoom is Meilin Ehlke. So on each platform, social media platform, they can connect. And if you're interested to connect directly with me, there's also meetmeilin.com. You can schedule a time.
So I will put Meilin's, you will be able to connect with Meilin through Facebook. And also I will put the meetmeilin.com URL in the comments below, so that you can
reach
out to Meilin directly, because what she is talking about is so fascinating, everybody. And we're going to be back on Friday at 11:30 UK time. So when we be talking more about the infinity is what I can really hear, and the oneness, which is a lot about, a lot about the kind of, well, just the flow, the continuous flow, and the energetic connection, and the way that really empowers us, and that we have the power to determine how things go for us, which is something that is not common. It's not common to talk about. It's one of the secrets. It's one of the secret sources of designing and creating and living the life that you want.
And that's essential. Let's take away even secret. Again, that secret for me separates us. Like you are not allowed to have the knowledge that for me carries that word. Okay, so let's dissolve that too.
So let's bring all of that, so we're just disappearing all that kind of no, yes, that's what we're creating. So come back on Friday to my timeline at 11:30 UK time, when Meilin and I will be continuing this conversation and bring it all out into the open just for you. We'll see you on Friday. Okay.
Goodbye, everyone. Thank you, Suzanne.